Hey guys, I'm back. I want to talk to you a little bit more about repurposing content on Instagram and kind of making new purpose for old photos. So a lot of times we kind of get in that rut, and we've talked about this a little bit, where we don't know what to share or what to post. And sometimes we have old content that had really great stories behind them, or we felt like we could talk for days to our audience related to those photos. But after we use them once, we feel like we have to be done with them and constantly be taking new photos for every single post. So today I want to share with you guys how to take those photos that you've already used, those old photos, and create new purpose out of them. So the first way to do this is just to take advantage of the hashtags on Instagram that that everybody knows. So things like, Throwback Thursday, TBT, Flashback Friday, FBF, Women Crush Wednesday, WCW. And you can take photos that, and throw it back. You can throw it with those hashtags, you can throw it back to so many different types of pictures and content that you used in the past. And you can even use, not only can you repurpose these photos, but I have repurposed over and over and over content. And you can use the content from way back when with a new photo, or you can use the same photo and switch up the content a little bit. But don't feel like once you share this one time, you're done with it. People are not going to go to your Instagram feed and scroll all the way down hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of photos, okay? So take advantage of those hashtags in order to, re-put content out there. So you can also do phrases like a year ago today. Facebook does a good job of reminding us the things that happened on this day, however many years ago. So you can do things like that. A year ago today, he proposed, or missing the Christmas tree at my parents' house this year. Different things like that, right? Like different things where you're throwing it back. You're not necessarily using those hashtags, but you are finding a way to introduce an old photo. You can do the same thing, with seasons or holidays. Holidays can kind of tie in colors or themes. So for, you might have a saying where you're talking about getting in shape for Valentine's Day, and you are sharing something with, purples or pinks or different colors. You might have photos that you've used different colors on that go with different seasons. Oranges and yellows might tie in, old photos you have with those colors might tie in with a fall theme that you have going on now or coming into this new season. So this also works when people are participating in challenges and that sort of stuff. You can share old content. I want you guys to start thinking about ways that you are, so for me, let me give you some examples. So for me, I use a lot of, and this is not an excuse not to get new results, but I often throw back to old, before and after pictures, because one, it allows me to talk about where my journey first started out, when I first started this journey, because that's where my people are in this moment. I want to throw back to those old feelings of getting started. Where did I initially start this journey? Because I'm 3 years in now. So I want people to be able to, I want to be able to share that content and those stories around being a beginner. And so I'll often throw back to my initial original before and after pictures, right? So there's lots of ways you can do this, but what I want you guys to do today is scroll through, all the way down to through your Instagram feed or through your Facebook posts, and find three pictures that you feel like were really captivating with your audience, or that should have been really captivating, but maybe were posted at a poor time when they weren't seen very much by your audience. And then we can play around with the content and repurpose those pictures, because we don't need to spend, every post does not need to have, half an hour behind it of creating content and editing the photo. Once you have a solid photo, you can use that. And I see this a lot, you guys, as I'm scrolling through, because in learning this stuff, I like to see who's actually doing these things. And so most people don't scroll, like I said, all the way down through your feed. But as I'm looking at other people's content to see if they're repurposing things, I see big name businesses and big name, not celebrities necessarily, but coaches and other people doing this. So don't use the same photo, twice in maybe a month. But after you've not used it in a while and you want to throw back to that content, I want to encourage you guys to do that. So don't feel like everything has to be brand new. You can bring those back into the picture and find a way to tie it into your brand. And remember, you can tie it in using things like education, inspiration, community, and giving them the behind the scenes look. So find a way to do that. Your assignment with this video is to find those 3 photos that you're going to repurpose and share them with us below. All right. Have a good day, guys.